Mason Brothers Sports Bar and Grill in Savage, Minnesota. A great evening of wrestling action ahead at Gage Octane making his way into the interview area. Gage, come on in. What's the matter?
Could the sun in this stupid state get any brighter? Man alive.
For God's sakes, what's the matter?
Nice shirt, punk.
Let's talk about the matchup that you have a little bit later on tonight with the natural, the former SDW heavyweight champion himself, Matt Burns. Should be an outstanding...
Don't you think you should hand the microphone to somebody who knows how to do an interview?
I beg your pardon?
Seriously, I think I can take care of this. You can just move on along now.
See you later.
So we have here with us Gage Octane is wrestling tonight, Mr. Howdy Doody, Matt Burns. Obviously no competition for you. Why don't you tell us a little bit about how you're going to crush Matt Burns tonight?
Well, you know, last time I was in the ring with Howdy Doody, we went toe-to-toe, and, well, I came out on top, obviously, all the time, every time. I mean, it's going to be a no-brainer tonight, folks.
Well, and I can agree with you. I think, you know how he kind of does that moonsault thing? You can probably just catch him in the air,
Yeah,
don't you
yeah,
think?
and then, you know, slam him down to the mat, right flat on the mat. Yeah, it's going to be easy.
Can you tell us a little bit about, you know, is there going to be a certain body part you're really planning on working on and just destroying him?
His head, yeah. Yeah, he's got a big head. Yeah, we're gonna crush that thing tonight.
Well, there you have it, folks. You have had the pleasure of listening to and hearing from our winner this evening, Gage Octane.
Contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by the voluptuous Vixen. He hails from East Dubuque, Illinois. He weighs 228 pounds. Gage Octane.
Gage Octane, ladies and gentlemen, makes his way into the ring accompanied by the lovely Vixen. And if you're just joining us a little bit earlier on, we had an opportunity, at least I tried to talk to Gage Octane. I was unceremoniously interrupted by Vixen, who conducted what I would suggest is a rather one-sided, rather partial interview with her own man, Gage Octane. And basically, they put the bad mouth on Matt Burns and gave Matt Burns very little, if any, chance to win here tonight in Savage.
You know what? I've seen Gage Octane many times. I've seen his girl maybe a few more. But Matt Burns, former SDW champion, is not going to lay down easy, Karch.
Well, you're absolutely right. He certainly is not. The natural Matt Burns, as you said, Scotty, a former Steel Domain Wrestling heavyweight champion. He defeated Magnus Maximus at a point in Magnus's career when he was absolutely steamrolling over all the competition. It was a time when everybody thought that Maximus was unbeatable. All of a sudden, Matt Burns came up with the victory. Maximus called it a fluke. A lot of wrestling experts did. But Burns is a tremendously gifted wrestler. Just a couple of weeks back at the West St. Paul Armory, he defeated Wild Bill Irwin, a great veteran of this sport. So I'll tell you what, Matt Burns is nobody to be taken lightly. And if Gage Octane is going into the ring tonight with anything less than the utmost respect for Matt Burns, he's making a big mistake.
Wild Bill who? I don't know who you're talking about, Karch, but let me tell you something. Matt Burns, he's got something to prove. He knows what it's like to have been on top of that mountain. And he, just like everybody else in that locker room, is just waiting and wants to prove himself to get back to the top of that mountain. And right now, the person that's on top of that mountain is Mitch Paradise.
Big Mitch Paradise, no question about it. On the outside of the ring, the very lovely but equally dangerous Vixen. We have seen her enter the ring many, many times when things aren't looking so good. Oh, big crunching shoulder tackle there by Burnsy. Over the top, stuck on the clothesline. Blocks the hip toss. Nice reversal. Octane hits it. There's a dropkick glancing blow, but enough to take Gage off his feet into the arm drag takedown. I started to say we have seen Vixen get into the ring and deliver her own Hurricane Rana to an opponent. She's very dangerous. She's not to be trusted on the outside of the ring or in the ring.
You know, let me tell you something. You want to talk about Vixen? Let's talk about Gage Octane. I mean, this guy, unbelievable, right there, and Burnsy out of the way, because Gage Octane, let me tell you something, Matt Burns right now is giving him a wrestling lesson, Karch.
Well, certainly he is, and you know, Gage Octane is a great wrestler. He's technically sound. The knock against Gage Octane has always been his ego. You know, there's one thing to come into the ring, you know, with self-confidence. There's another thing when your ego runs away with you and you're more concerned about posturing to the crowd and smiling and calling Matt Burns howdy doody than you are getting the job done in the ring.
First of all, Matt Burns does look like howdy doody, Karch. And second of all, if there's anybody who knows more about posturing than me, I'd like to meet him. Because I'll tell you what, I am out there for one reason, to beat somebody up and to show these people exactly what it is I got. And right now, Gage Octane is taking it to Matt Burns.
He's pounding away at the head of Matt Burns. You know, I could never figure out how, for me as an announcer, I like to get from point A to point B, which is talking about A, one wrestler in the ring, and B, the other wrestler. Somehow, we get to A and a half, which is you talking about yourself.
Why are you talking about me then? Talk about the match. Go ahead.
Oh, ooh, ooh. Hellier. Oh, wait a minute now from the outside. That's exactly what we're talking about. Vixen interjecting herself into the, and I tell you what, I would not want to go toe-to-toe with Vixen. She would kick the crap out of me in a heartbeat, and she does not hesitate for 1 second to interject herself as soon as that referee has his back turned.
You know what, for sure, Vixen, she's going to play a big part in this match, but as far as you going toe-to-toe with her, Karch, I think that's something you might want to rethink a little bit.
I've thought about it a lot, actually. Number one. No. Uh-oh. Octane getting on the case of referee Joe Macko. Joe, of course, has had a storied career. Wait, look at that. Oh, look at that. Little flash. That caught him. That was real brilliant on the part of Octane. Oh, my God. Tremendous on the part. Nobody there. Oh, wait, he did catch him. He caught him with the shins across the chest. Got it, too.
Matt Burns right now, he's on fire. He's got Gage Octane in the back. You see Burnsy, he's doing all those flips. Burnsy, former Dr. There's a big backdrop on Gage Octane.
I'm not sure, Scotty, that there is a more pure athlete in Steel Domain Wrestling than Matt Burns. Watch! Oh, forget about it! He might be pure mush after he hit the canvas. My God, Octane absolutely intercepted the missile that at one time was called Matt Burns.
You know, Karch, I've been in this business now for a little over 11 years, and that is one of those things where when you look at it, you can feel it hurt in your own body. You know, I know you've never taken a bump in your life other than that one you took off the back of the stage at Crystal. But let me tell you something. Matt Burns right now, I know exactly what he's feeling.
You know, you would bring that up. Man, I got hurt that night, and you, well, you enjoyed it. You and the hot dog guy got a big kick out of it then. Whatever happened to him, by the way?
I just saw the hot dog guy a couple weeks ago.
Burnsy now in the corner. The crowd picking up the cadence. Shots to the jaw and the side of the head. Octane doesn't have any idea what zip code he's in. Wait a second now. Oh, my God. He absolutely whiplashed the neck of Matt Burns that time. This could do it. Wow. Well, Gage Octane, very, very surprised. He probably felt that he had Matt Burns there. I think everybody in the building thought that one was over.
You know, big neck breaker right there, and where's he going? Gage Octane, I'm going to tell you what, he is an innovator of some of the offense that he does. And Matt Burns with a big block and a clothesline, and where's she going?
Wait a minute, Vixen. She's trying to interject herself in the match, as I said. When Octane's in trouble, you know Vixen is going to get involved somehow. Wait a second, there's Burns. Oh, my God, no way. Matt Burns has Vixen. Oh, small of the back. Oh, for God's sakes. What in the world is going on here? Burns was able to get out of the way. Oh, he caught him. That modified stunner by Matt Burns. He's setting him up now, Burnsy. Going high up top. Oh, my God, right on the head, on the neck. Good night. I'm not so sure that Gage Octane doesn't have a broken neck.
Unbelievable. Matt Burns with a big moonsault. Vixen to the top. Burnsy, unbelievable. This match, Karch, this is what SCW was about. These two guys, toe-to-toe going at it. Matt Burns is your winner, and why would, as far as Gage Octane goes, why would you have a last name of Joctane?
Crying out loud. Oh, wait a second. Let's take it back to the action in the ring. Octane and Vixen now. Not so sure what this relationship is all about, but Vixen, who tried to get involved in the matchup, Octane thinks the match is still going on. He can't even stand in a vertical position. Vixen is beside her. At the very least, he could have a concussion, a broken jaw. I am just not sure. Ladies and gentlemen, we are coming back to Savage, Minnesota. Nyson Brothers Sports Bar and Grill. Matt Burns gets the victory.